Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a shorter video of Tokyo Ghoul Dark War because I wasn't intending to ever record anything today. I was just kind of going to have a chill day and stay to myself. However, on Twitter, Ishida Sui, the mangaka behind Tokyo Ghoul, tweeted this. What is your most memorable summer out of the year? I will build it from now on. I'll be right in time, and now, and there's a link to a basically just a song with a small snippet of music and a new piece of art with Kaneki. And just seeing this and seeing this tweet and everything, it made me really melancholic for the past. It made me really melancholic for, like, I guess the summers that I used to enjoy Tokyo Ghoul very casually, and kind of the times when I had a big friend group I would celebrate things with. So I wanted to bring this feeling to you guys as well, because I know that Tokyo Ghoul isn't a series that only affected me. People who got severely invested in the series obviously have a reason for it and have these connections to the characters because they've been through their own stuff. However, everyone who's been through their own negative stuff has dramatic positives as well. And I bring that question to you guys. Same one that Ishida asked the people on Twitter. What is your most memorable summer? Personally, I have my own whole story behind it. So if you want to leave in the comments, I will be picking 5 people to give codes to. I'm unsure at this current moment how personal it'll end up being. However, I cannot guarantee that I will be announcing all of them inside a video in the future, because reading through people's personal stories on recording isn't really something that I'm into. But I still want to see the positivity and the, I don't know, just the feeling behind what summer can be for some people. So yeah, go ahead and answer that, and we'll give away some codes if you want to have some fun with that. By the way, we are going to get to the rest of this video. There's not a whole lot that I wanted to get done. Primarily, I just kind of wanted to cover a little bit more of real-time PvP. And also, let's get some trading grounds done. Why not? Let's use an outlandish party. Let's use, okay. I would like to use Hafukuji Kaneki. No Hafukuji Kaneki. Not today. Actually, no. We'll do Hafukuji Kaneki. We'll do Wounded Kaneki. And Kaneki Mask. However, I'm going to put Noro in this slot. I'm going to put Kaneki Mask with a support set, because that makes far more sense. And we're going to go into this. We're going to see what Training Ground has to offer with this. But yeah, so kind of what set this in motion is, as I saw this tweet, I just kind of felt like this guttural feeling of, oh yeah, those times that I used to enjoy a lot in the summers were over. And I think the summer that affected me the most and kind of shaped who I am as a person now would be the summer of 2016. 2016 was a huge year for not only me, but also a lot of the people that I do know. There was a lot of trying to adapt to the things that are happening around us, a lot of trying to just kind of find our own voices. Because during that year, there was a lot of really hard stuff going on, both in, like, mainstream media, both in like, just casual lives, in the family situations that we all had, in just kind of, I don't know, the people that we knew. It became hard because 2016 had a lot of changes to things. But as of June of 2016, I had been in a relationship. I had these connections that were kind of fresh to me. I hadn't really experienced with everyone together. So in the birthday of 2016, as we had done the last 2 years before that as well, we ended up doing basically just a beach meetup. And for my birthday, we went to a thing called Scarborough Bluffs, which is, so there's several different beaches inside Toronto, all of which have their kind of own niches to them. Scarborough Bluffs has, like, giant cliffs. Woodbine Beach has a really nice, like, surrounding area. So we went to Scarborough Bluffs for the sake of having this quiet area, which is usually pretty lax and doesn't really have a whole lot of people around, and has this giant mountain that feels really cool. And we kind of just stayed on the beach, and we had a barbecue because there was no, like, authorities around to tell us we couldn't. And we set a fire, and everyone was just, it was just happy. And I remember at one point everyone went out, or So I was feeling seasick because I went and... So I was swimming inside a lab coat because I'm a fucking weirdo. I was this guy that I just kind of... I was like, my aesthetic, wow. And I would wear like lab coats to weird things, and I would have like hats on all the time, and I would just kind of swap around a lot with my styles, which I found really fun, but obviously people must have found it fairly strange at all times. But just... I went swimming in a lab coat, I ran into the water, I went super deep, I got sick, I was unable to go to get pizza with everyone else, so it was me and a couple other people, and we just kind of stayed behind and chilled on the beach while the sun was going down and watched the sunset. And the group of people that went to go get the pizza was roughly about 3 people or so. They took off, and we were just we're cracking jokes, we shouldn't have, but at the time I had, basically I had tea pitchers of which had a mix of bellinis along with like a little bit of like LeaIsChill alcohol. Which, you know, this just happens sometimes. Also, we lost super hard. How about we swap not having 3? That's a really cool thing though. That is a really cool image. That's a fucking thumbnail, if anything, but anyway. Yeah, it's just, they all went off, and we were just kind of sitting around doing nothing, and as they came back, they had, like, this little container. It was just, like, this black mass. They handed it to me, and they started singing. And I was like, oh, this is totally a cake. Granted, the cake was, like, I may have possibly not liked it. However, I was super happy about the situation and just having this time when everyone like surprised me with this cake, everyone started singing, and I got like really embarrassed, and I don't know, I look back on that time as this super fond memory and this thing that I feel as if I miss. I miss the times when I used to have like these bright smiles, and I used to have this friend group that we would go on adventures and do all these things, but things do change, and people do change, and I get that. It's just hard, man. It's hard. Oh. But yeah, generally, like, that summer, just a lot of the stuff that happened between my personal life and just that entire experience, it shaped who I am now. And I actually do have a picture that I have from that time, and I'll pop it up on screen right now. You can feel like this very strong, warm vibe from like the pink around from the sky. And you can actually see, I have the lab coat on inside the photo. And like, if you look really closely, you can see the guy that has like bright white long coat. That's me. That's me just chilling on the rock, you know. But yeah, I do miss the past, but I'm glad that I have changed for the better at this point. So what are your guys' most memorable times? When you think of memories that make you the happiest or shaped who you are as a person, what comes to mind? What is the first, like, inciting incident that pops into your good old noggin? I think it's unique because there's such, like, a different audience for Tokyo Ghoul. Especially because we aren't all the same. No one here in this audience is ever the same person, and everyone's from such different parts of the world as well. I imagine the memories that I have are completely different from ones that other people have because I live in a city. I live in a city that has beaches and these huge occasions and events constantly, and the memories that I create are the ones that I feel as if things are so fucking out of the ordinary or weird that I can't help but remember it and laugh and enjoy it. While some people may just have the comfort of like a nice rural morning be their thing. Or when they remember their happiest summer, it's just that summer that they spent in grade 10 really just stayed in home alone and watched Clannad After Story. I mean, I had that time. And man, that was a fucking wonderful time. But who knows? Everyone's different. I think that I do want to do more psychological based stuff on Tokyo Ghoul questions from now on. We kind of got away from doing gift codes just because a lot of stuff kind of ended up happening and it went to the wayside for the most part, but I think it's really good for engaging the community. And I think that Tokyo Ghoul fans, we all have some reason why we love the series. No one enjoys Tokyo Ghoul just because it's something to have there. Because Tokyo Ghoul is such a series that you have to really focus on and get invested in to be able to properly understand and be a part of the fan base of the series, because all the fans that are engaged with it are so active and so vocal that it's huge. And obviously Tokyo Ghoul deals a lot of stuff that's more psychological, stuff that's more meaningful to people. The world isn't wrong, it just is, and stuff like that. It's these strong forms of morals that the show presents to you, and kind of what it means to be yourself, what it means to have your own identity and stuff like that. There's a lot of different elements that do relate to different people, and people take things differently. But hey, Tokyo Ghoul in general has a lot of psychological stuff, and I feel as if the questions that I can ask in the future can stray from, like, favorite Tokyo Ghoul character, who suffered the most, to stuff that's more meaningful and stuff that's more even just attuned to the people that watch it. Because no one out there would answer the question the same exact way if I asked it in a more personal way. Oh, wow. Oh, shit, it's 4:01 p.m. Actually, Ghoul Expulsion did just start. That's neat. I'm probably not going to do anything on it right now, unfortunately, but actually, maybe I should. 'Cause I don't mind. I don't mind doing a little bit of damage right now. So that's damage right there. You know what? We're going to go for no contribution. We're just gonna do one attempt. Why not? Apparently, this Kisho Arima is part of the contribution anyway. I'll take it. I think Tokyo Ghoul just means a lot to me because of how I've experienced it. And kind of, it's been there during the parts of my life in weird ways. So, like, for example, the part that affected me, or that would affect me the most, and that I would have gotten invested in super hardcore in my early high school years, would have been the first part of Tokyo Ghoul. And that is what I got invested in, because I remember just loving the manga, the scene where Shachi appears, remember being the hypest thing to me at the time. It was just huge. I was super happy about it. But of course, as time went on, I stopped caring about it slightly because it became week to week, and I fell out from it. Then I came back later. It's a matter of different parts of your life can harbor different feelings toward different media. So, like, I didn't enjoy Tokyo Ghoul Re before, but I love it now because I relate to it more so. Also, like, I don't think I ever had any form of identity issues before when I was kind of reading through the original Tokyo Ghoul. But as I kind of matured and got into the years of like 2015 to 2018, it was a lot of trying to find myself. So Tokyo Ghoul helped along with that, and discovering that, like, no matter how much you change, you're still yourself from the past. So I don't know. I'm getting weirdly deep, and that's okay. This will be the end of this episode for now. Not a whole heck of a lot that you wanted to do, but it's still something, and I really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think of the question, and let me know if you guys are down for more, like, key code giveaways that kind of engage the community in ways that aren't just typical fucking weird questions about who's your favorite, I don't know, who has the best feet in Tokyo Ghoul. Like, no one cares about that. Anyway, bye for now, and take it easy.